Ltd, and today is all about pomegranates. Now, many persons always ask me, how can you tell if a pomegranate is ripe? Also, what are the benefits of a pomegranate and what can you use the pomegranate for? Well, I'm going to answer all of those questions today as we're going to be making pomegranate drink. There are mainly two types of pomegranates. One like this one here is a deep purple or like a deep red color, and it gets pretty large. It grows in the colder countries, so whenever you see them, if you're living in the Caribbean, they're usually imported. Or you can get one like these ones here, which would grow locally or in hot countries, tropical countries. These ones are a little smaller and they turn a bright red. Now, you can always tell when a pomegranate is ripe by looking at it. The color around the base of the fruit will start to change. It goes from typically the yellow to a pink or a red. You will see it starting to get color. The entire fruit may not turn red, but once it starts to get red at the base, you know that it is ripe. And the foolproof way to tell that it is ripe is when you cut it. And then you can see the arrows or the seeds on the inside are a nice bright pink or a nice bright red. But if you pick your pomegranate too early, then you have to discard it because it will not ripen once it is not on the tree. When you feel the pomegranate, it always feels hard. Whether it's ripe or whether it's green, it will always be hard. So you can always tell if the pomegranate is ripe by the way it looks, not by the way it feels. Now, this fruit is power packed with vitamin C and vitamin K, and it's one of the few fruits that actually has protein. Now, what is this good for? This is an amazing fruit. This research has shown that the pomegranate is great for fighting cancer, Alzheimer's diseases, arthritis, hypertension, and heart health. But if you think, the pomegranate is probably for old people because those things happen to older folk, young persons can also benefit from using the pomegranate because it's great for athletes and it's great for memory. Now, there are two main ways that you can actually cut the pomegranate. Now, if you want to just eat the pomegranate just like that, you can take your time and cut around the outside of the pomegranate, remove the cap. Then once you see the ridges, you're going to take a paring knife. You're going to cut some slits along the ridges of the pomegranate, expose the beautiful seeds, and then you can eat it just like that. Once it's nice and bright and red or pink, you can eat it just like that, or you can sprinkle it over a salad. Or if your aim is really just to get the seeds or the arrows from inside the pomegranate, then you can do it the easy way. You can take the pomegranate, cut it completely in half with a chef's knife that exposes the arrows or the seeds. Then you can take a wooden spoon, put it over a large bowl, and tap all of the seeds out of the pomegranate. You must be careful because the juice from the pomegranate stains. So be careful when you're doing this, but just take your time, tap all of the seeds out of the pomegranate, and that is the second way to remove the seeds. Now, let's go over the ingredients to make this drink. We have 2 cups of pomegranate seeds or pomegranate arrows, 1 cup of water, sugar to taste, and this is optional, juice of 1 lime. Now, it's really just one step. Once we would have extracted all of the seeds from our pomegranate, we're going to add them to the blender. We're going to add the water. We're going to strain it. Then we're going to add the sugar, and optionally you can just squeeze a bit of the lime in it, and this is going to make an amazing drink. It's important when we're adding the lime juice not to add too much because we don't want to change it to lemonade. Just a couple of drops just to brighten the taste of our pomegranate juice. Pure and simple. Now remember, we're not going to dilute the flavor, so we're not going to add too much water, and we would have had enough just to give us about 2 cups of pomegranate juice. Now it's time to taste. Just look at this gorgeous color. Now, depending on the color of the seeds or the arrows inside of the pomegranate, it will determine the color of the juice. If you're using the large pomegranates where the seeds are bright red, your juice will be bright red. If you're using the local or the pomegranates are grown in the tropics and the seeds or the arrows are pinkish red, that will determine the color of your juice. This is a healthy drink, totally nutritious, great for you. Time to taste. It's so fresh, so nice. Pomegranate drink. Now you need to try it. Now, if you enjoyed this drink recipe, I'll encourage you to look over here, see a playlist of my other drinks, and once you've watched them all, just click the button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And remember to leave me a comment and like this video. I love hearing from you.